Namaste everyone, this is Sandeep and welcome to my channel Only Study. Today we are going to start lesson number 1, Monday Morning Blues, and it is written by Mark Twain. But before we begin, I want you all to subscribe this channel and press bell icon not to miss the coming videos. Let's start. So this document may be in portrait, not in landscape. So our lesson is Monday Morning Blues. This lesson is about a little boy, Tom Sawyer, who always feel miserable on Monday mornings. Okay, miserable means unhappy, right? So he always becomes happy on Mondays. Why? Because with it began another week's slow suffering in the school. So he becomes unhappy or he feels miserable on Monday mornings because with Mondays it starts suffering in the school. Another week's slow suffering in the school. Suffering means physical or mental pain, right? So Tom lay on the bed and thought, if I were sick, I could stay home from school and go fishing. So he was laying on the bed and he started thinking, he imagined if he could uh, if he could or he were sick, he could stay home and go fishing. But then after he planned to make some excuses for staying home. But despite all his attempts to detect some symptoms, he could not find anything wrong with himself. Now he tried to find out some reasons, some excuses, something that could be used as an excuse. But despite, despite means against or although. So against all his searches, all his attempts, all his tries, he could not detect means discover any symptom means sign. So he could not detect any symptom that he could use as an excuse. So what happened then? His hopes began to fail. Then all his hopes, they were failing. But then after suddenly he discovered something. One of his upper front teeth was loose. He decided to use it as an excuse for not going to school. Now, all of a sudden, he got something that could be used as an excuse. It was, what was it? It was his upper front tooth. What was happened to that? It was loose, right? He decided to use it as an excuse for not going to school. So it was decided by him that he would use that for not going to school as an excuse. He was about to start mourning. Mourning means groaning. Mourning and groaning, they are, here is groaning, here is mourning. So it is a, here its meaning. Not here, here, sorry. Different kinds of sounds expressing pain. Okay, the crying in pain, that is mourning or groaning. Okay, so he was about to start crying in pain, but then he recalled, remembered means recalled, that if his aunt came to know, she would pull it out and that would hurt. So when he was about to start mourning, what did he do? Just a minute. What did he do? He recalled that if his auntie would come to know that tooth is loose, she would pull that out and that would hurt him a lot. So he decided to make or to use that tooth as an excuse some other day. And then after he went back to thinking, or he, just a minute. thinking of some other way to fake illness. Then he tried to find out some other thing to stay at home. And what did he found then? He bent back to thinking of some other way to fake illness. He remembered hearing the doctor describe an illness that had caused a patient to lose his finger. So he recalled an incident when a doctor was telling that cows due to some causes a patient had to lose his finger. Now he was the boy eagerly drew his sore toe from under the sheet and held it for inspection. So eagerly means hungrily, we can say, or impatiently, or longingly. So longingly. So the boy means Tom. He drew out his sore toe from under the sheet and held it for inspection. Inspection means to check up or to examine. So it seemed worthwhile. So he found it valuable for him, and it saw it as an excuse for not going to school. And now he fell groaning on the bed. Now he started making noise, crying in pain, right? But Sid, so who is Sid in this picture? This is Tom and this is Sid. Okay, but Sid was laying on the bed, next to the bed, slept on. He nothing, no impact of his groaning was on Sid. He kept on sleeping, and then after when he didn't respond, means Sid didn't respond, Tom groaned more louder. Okay, louder. But no result from Sid. Again, but it was all was in vain. Finally, what did Sid do? What did Tom do? He got up and shook Sid hard, and then bent back to his bed, groaning. Now he shook. Shook means moved. He moved Sid hard, and then after, or pulled, we can say, and then after bent back to his bed and started groaning again, started crying in pain again. Sid yawned, then after stretched, then bowed himself upon his elbow with a snort and began to stare at Tom. Tom bent on groaning. Now Tom woke up, he got up and he yawned. Yawn means gap. Gap means to open mouth, to open mouth with laziness, right? Snort means to make uh, sound from nose, and or we can say noise of breathing. Then after what happened, began to stare at Tom. After doing such activities, he yawned, he stretched his arms, and then after he snored. Then after he began to stare. Stare means to look fixedly at Tom. Then after he started looking, you can see in the picture he is staring at Tom. Tom went on groaning, but Tom ignored him and went on groaning. Let's move to the next. Here we have. So Tom, what's going on? Asked Sid, frightened by the noise Tom was capable of producing. So he started asking questions. Tom, what happened to you? He was frightened. Frightened means he was in fear. Why was he in fear? Because of the noise that Tom was making. No response. But Tom didn't respond to his question. Hey, Tom, what is the matter, Tom? Now again he started asking. Then after Tom moaned out, oh, don't joggle me. Now this is the reply of Tom. He replied that don't joggle me. Now joggle means uh, to move or to cause move with repeated small bobs or jerks, right? But I must don't, but I must don't groan like that, Tom. It's awful. How long have you been groaning this way? Now this is what he said. Sid said that he would joggle him, and it was awful. It was awful means disgusting, a feel of or unpleasant or very bad. Okay, so he said it was unpleasant or very bad, and he one more question he asked, that how long he had been groaning that way. So the answer, Tom said, hours. Oh, don't say I'm dying. Then after he said, oh, don't say I'm dying. No, Tom, you ain't dying. It makes my flesh crawl to hear you. What is the matter? I must call auntie. Now he said, what does it mean? Makes my flesh crawl. It means a feel of disgust or fear. Okay. So he said it was disgusting. It was disgusting, and to hearing him, and he must call auntie. I forgive you. Then after, didn't Tom didn't pay attention what he said, and he started saying, I forgive you everything, Sid, said Tom in a fresh bout of groans. When I am gone, you give my window sash and my cat with one eye to that new girl who's come to the town, and tell her. But he was even continue. He was even continued, but Sid had flown downstairs and informed Aunt Polly. What is the name of the auntie? Polly. Come quick, auntie. Tom's dying. Now uh, Tom started acting. He said that when he will die, um, Sid must give his things to the new girl that has come to the town. And he was even continued, and he flown away. He ran away. Sid ran away and informed Aunt Polly. He said, Auntie, Tom is dying. What rubbish! I don't believe it. And what did Auntie say? Auntie said that it was rubbish. Rubbish means bad, or something that cannot be imagined or think. So I think this is enough for the day. Rest of the lesson we'll do tomorrow. Now, what you have to do, these are the word meanings that I have already sent to you. This file I have already sent to you. Write and learn these word meanings. Then after, here is uh, read first two pages. You have to read in the presence of your parents, your elders, anyone who can guide you, and find word meanings of the rest of the lesson. And then after, I'll say subscribe the channel, like and share the video. Don't forget to press the bell icon. Hit dislike if you don't like this. Every day one dislike I got, and on only those videos which are made in English. So thanks for that also, those who are doing that. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.